Summer is here. You can really tell it's boiling outside. I mean, my school uniform has a jumper, but I was out of that thing by 10 AM. I mean, our school shirt is quite ugly. It's blue and white striped, but some of the girls in my class were refusing to take their jumpers off because they didn't want to show the shirt that we all were wearing. I mean, I understand wanting to look good, but do you want to boil to death? I understand that in America, most of you don't have this problem because you don't wear school uniforms. But something else seems to be the plague of American high schools, and that is dress codes. I've heard a lot about these dress codes, and I have to say, I much prefer the drama-free routine of just putting on the same thing every day. You don't have to decide what you want to wear, you don't have to decide if it looks good enough, you don't have to decide. There are so many things that are just so much simpler in the morning. You just grab a uniform, you just like put it on, let's go. So in this video I want to talk about these dress codes, and I'm an unbiased onlooker because they don't apply to me. My immediate reaction to seeing some of these lists of dress codes is that they seem quite sexist. I mean, there were a lot more rules for girls than there were for boys. And I understand, in a school you don't want to see girls going around looking like sluts, but there's a big difference between looking like a slut and dressing appropriately for summer. And I'm not talking about flashing underwear or, you know, a bit too much skin. This is about spaghetti straps. Like, you would wear spaghetti straps in the middle of the summer if you're going to walk around town or something. What's wrong with wearing it in school? I think boys can handle spaghetti straps. Otherwise they would have a lot of problems in the height of summer. And this is just talking about London. I mean, I'm sure it's even worse in America because here our highest is usually 20 degrees, which is, I think, in the 70s somewhere for you, Fahrenheit. And why should girls have to suffer trying to sit and work in a boiling classroom without, you know, weather-suitable clothing, while boys get let off because the rules for female clothes don't apply to them? I mean, don't get me wrong here, I do think there should be some sort of dress code if you're not going to have a uniform, although in my school girls roll their skirts up so they look more like belts anyway. But I do think the teachers need to trust that boys aren't going to go wild over the sight of a bare shoulder. And they should trust that whatever girls decide to wear, or most of what they decide to wear, is going to be to keep them cool on hot days and not for any other reasons. Though on a completely unrelated note, I do have realised that most of American schools have broken up by now and that you are all sitting back enjoying a summer holiday, while here in England we have about 5 or 6 weeks left to go. So enjoy it.